All right, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Thursday. Not a usual day that I'm here on Facebook or YouTube doing a live talking about paper crafting fun. Although I could talk about paper crafting fun all day, every day. Um, Today is our third video in a three-part series. So if you haven't seen the first two videos, you can find them on my YouTube channel or on Facebook, wherever you watch these videos. And hopefully you are getting some inspiration and inspired to create. So um, today we're going to be talking about the Sentimental Wishes collection, suite collection. So let's make this guy a little bit bigger. There we go. So that you can see. This is the stamp set. Now this bundle is a lower price point, and I'll show you why here in a second. So it's got some great sentiments for Christmas, and then the imagery there, which also matches. We have, I'll show you, but in the designer series paper, we have a couple of these images that match perfectly. But the dies, let's see, how's that going to work? Ooh, the glare. There we go. The dies cut out the four images, and then you have this little extra die here for some, what's that called? Like a sprig, I guess. And the bundle, so the stamp set and the dies are $38.50, which is a lower price point than some of the other bundles in the catalog. But if you want the collection, which is the suite that has the designer series paper, I can show you the designer series paper. Now this comes 12 by 12. I've just broken it down so that you can see it all together, like so. This definitely has a vibe to me of like 1970 something. I'm pretty sure we had wrapping paper that had these like lights, the candles grouped together like that, or the ribbon candy. I'm pretty sure the ribbon candy was in probably both my grandma's house. But I wanted to show you the 12 by 12 paper here. It is, there's two different designs in this 12 by 12 pack that you could definitely use the sheets for scrapbooking because they're a full 12 by 12 scene. But after I make the card, I'm going to show you a sample of the card where I cut this paper up. So that'll be good. So all scrapbooking supplies could be used for card making, and card making supplies could be used for scrapbooking. It's like, it's paper crafting. Fun. Okay. So what else do you get in this suite? You get these gorgeous, these guys right here are super sparkly. They're called the Druzy Adhesive Backed Embellishments, and they're in silver and gold. And I saw another demonstrator. She looked up what Druzy meant, so I looked it up. And it's covered with like minute, is that crystals? Yeah, crystals. Couldn't read my writing there. So these are super textured, and they are definitely not flat. So definitely something to consider if you're going to be using these in mailing your cards, but they're not flat. There's definitely some dimension there. So you get that. You also get this gorgeous ribbon. This ribbon is just enough sparkle. You guys see that? It's shaded spruce. Gorgeous. Okay. So let's get crafting. All right, guys. So today's card, actually, let me show you. This paper that is in the annual catalog. I'm going to see if the camera's going to pick it up or not. Let's see. It's wood textured paper. And once we do what we're going to do to it, you'll definitely see the texture in it. But it's all wood grained. And like I said, it's in the annual catalog. It's a pack of 2 12 by 12 sheets. And I kind of missed it the first go around in the catalog. So definitely keep your eye out for it. All right. So today's card, we're going to be making this cute card right here using lots of the designer series paper, the ribbon, the bling, and then let me show you what we're going to do with the paper. So I have your traditional card base in real red, and we're going to fold that in half, get the bone folder, press pretty hard to get that nice crisp edge, put that off to the side. Let's do some layering, and I did not bring my seal, so let me go get it, because go right here. Good thing they can see it's not that big. Okay, so we have some designer series paper. I love this brown snowflake. I love the the craft paper look. So we're going to layer this guy. Put that off to the side. Got a bunch of different elements here. But what we are going to do is we're going to take this, the wood grain designer series paper, and we're going to ink it up. So I have pecan pie here, and we're going to take one of the blending brushes, and I just stuck my finger in the ink. So that should be fun. Okay, so we're just going to swirl on some ink onto our blending brush. We're going to start off the paper and then glide the brush onto the paper. If you start directly on the paper that you want to color, you're going to get a blob. So you go like so. And we're coloring this up to showcase all of that wood grain that's in this white paper. And I didn't want it to be so stark white. I also, on this card, I kind of did the edges a little bit darker, like so. I love this paper because it's already, the texture's already on it. Let's see, we're gonna go, yeah, a little bit darker. There we go. Let's see. All right, I think that's good. Or you could keep adding, right? You could always add more, but you can't take away. All right, let's stop. Okay, so now that's going to be a layer. So let's go ahead and layer that guy up before we get the embossing, not the embossing, the machine out, because we're going to do some die cutting. So we're going to layer this guy like so. We're going to take this strip and we're going to layer this guy on top. Like so. If you know anything about me, you know that I love layers, layers, layers. I typically do 1/4 inch layers. My math teachers in high school would be so proud of me. All the fractions that I use today in crafting. Okay, what else are we going to do? We're going to take, let me show you the paper that we're going to do. Let me get the machine in here because we're going to die cut some of the deers. And by that, I mean, let's see. You guys see this paper here? Again, comes 12 by 12. I cut it down a little bit. So you can see like right here, I cut this circle out of the deer so that we have this right here. So we're just gonna pick which, and it kind of comes prearranged, right? Like the pine bows, what are these called? Pine, I don't know, are already forming a circle. So it just kind of depends on what you want to use. So we're gonna go ahead and use the single deer with the little bird and cut this guy out. And that is going to be like the main focus of our card. There's that. Okay. And then we're also going to cut out, since I already have the machine out, I'll cut first and then stamp. I typically stamp and then cut if I'm going to put a gradient into a shape. But since I have the machine here, we'll just go ahead and cut that guy out like so. So these circles come from the, they're called stylish shape dies. And they are, let's see. Hello, thank you so much. They are great, just circles, squares, and then you have this like banner pennant thing going on. And they're great for layering sentiments, whatever you want to use them for. Okay, we are going to stamp in, and I chose to do cherry cobbler, so I'm bringing in like all like the two traditional reds for Christmas, right? So for someone special, we're going to stamp this guy like so. And then pop it off. Good. And then we're going to do some layering. I've already cut. Good morning, Margaret. I'm so happy you're here. We're going to layer this guy onto the circle like so. We're going to bring in this because we're going to wrap that ribbon around and tie a bow. So I don't want to add it to the card first. So this, I'm hoping that this reminds me. Don't do that yet. Okay, we're going to add this guy. Like this. We're going to, I'm going to do the ribbon first and then I'm going to add the sentiment. But I am going to do dimensionals on this because I want it popped up. And I'm using lots of edges of the dimensionals, getting rid of little bits and pieces. Okay. So like I said, this ribbon, gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. And it's sparkly, but not like over the top sparkly. So we're going to tie a bow. And let's see if I can do this. With bows, it's always like, there's always a way to do it like over or under, left or right first, and one way works better than the other. But I always forget which way. So if it doesn't work, we'll just do it again. You're trying to get that guy tight and the right size. There we go. That's pretty good. Oh yeah. Okay. So we're going to not use our paper scissors, but use our ribbon scissors. Oh my goodness. You would think I would know better. Okay. we're going to do that. And then we're going to add that guy right on top of the bow. Like so. Now, if you want to, I typically will take glue dots and put it underneath the knot. So I'll take a pick tool, get a glue dot up on the little the needle part, so that way the bow isn't going to go anywhere. This bow's pretty tight, but just to be on the safe side. All right, now we're going to add this to the front of our card. So let's put some adhesive back here. Let's get out our real red card base that we folded earlier and add it to the front. I love this card sometimes. It's just so pretty. Okay, so for the inside, I went a little crazy for the inside of this card. Let me show you what I did. I colored all that right there. So like this card would be pretty fast to create on the outside because you're just, it's lots of cutting, right? You could cut, you could die cut. I go like this, right? Because we're die cutting, right? We're using the machine to die cut the circles and die cut the deer out. But so the inside, I wanted to do something for stamping, coloring, right? So for the inside, the sentiment, I used wishing you joy and happiness. Because of course, if I'm sending you this card, of course I'm wishing you joy and happiness. Probably not just for Christmas too, like all year round, right? And then I took Memento and I took the leaf branches. I guess that's holly. Is it holly? Probably. Or mistletoe. I don't know. It's probably holly. And I did it on the side here. Like so. I think my Memento pad needs to be reinked. Or I need to press harder. Like that. All right. Now, do you have to color it? Of course not. Will I color all of it? I don't know. But so I took the pencils and I did the branch. And why is it now that I'm getting older, everything has to do with seeing? When I did this at the desk, I'm much closer to my product. When I'm standing up here, I can see better when I'm closer. And then the berries, the little holly berries. If you saw my yesterday video, I talked about my glasses. So I think every video this week I've talked about eyesight. Interesting. Okay. And then the leaves, I'll show you. So I have garden green and I have old olive. And I just kind of did, the stamp kind of tells you where to do like the garden green. You don't have to do it. You could do it all one color if you want. But there's a little bit of shading going on, like so. And then I took the second green, which I'm using old olive. I think I did it the other way. But just to give you some contrast. And then what we're going to do, my guess is these are holly berries because I remember a long time ago, I worked at Hobby Lobby. And when we used to have to put all those Christmas picks in the shelves, these were like the dark green. Let's see. Okay. So you don't have to color every like nook and cranny for this, because you're going to take out your blender pen and you're just going to mix that color up, and it just kind of picks up the color and will spread it around for you. So just like this guy down here where there's a little bit of shading, you can move that color around. Now with the blender pen, you want to clean it off before you go on to like the next color. So before I touch the berries, I'm not going to do it all. I'll just do this guy right here, and then off camera I'll finish it up. But see, like that one, I didn't have any color on it, so there's a little bit of green on the brush. So what you're going to do is just clean it off like that. You clean it off, and then you could go to your next color. And you're just getting rid of those pencil marks, spreading the color. All right, so I'm not going to put it on the inside of the card because I'm going to finish it. But this is our card. What do you guys think? I like it. For being honest, if I didn't like it, I probably wouldn't be showing it to you guys, right? Probably. All right, so day 3 of our 3-day series. You can find them on my YouTube channel. You can find them on Facebook, however you're watching this. If you could do me a favor and like them or thumbs up them, or however, that would help me out a lot. I would appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's going to have a great Thursday. I will see you next week, regular time, I think. I don't know. I'll have to let you guys know. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And hopefully I will talk to everybody soon. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.